Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you guys doing? All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for actually joining me live on this FB Live here. So let me see who is already in right now. Oh, hi. Hi, Lily. Hi, Kotas. Hi, Emerald. Oh, okay. Thanks for joining this. Yeah. Today I'm going to share about something very, very interesting with all of you here. I think that some of you here already start to go to office for work right now. Some of you still work at home, right? A lot of people keep asking about what actually they can do, to actually um, in here. There are so many of you here that locked down right now, and some of you didn't, right? Some of you already back to work. So hi, Venezuela. Okay. Oh, so many of you here joining. Okay, good. So how many of you here already start to go to the office right now? You already resume as work as normal right now. Yeah, type the word me in the comment box right now. Okay. All right. So let's see how many of you here actually already start working in full force. Type the word me if you're already working in office right now. Yeah, type in the comment box right now. Okay, some of you say 28 May. Okay. All right. Hi, Yong Wei Hong. So many of us, while waiting for some of you still joining here, let's have some chit chat. Okay, let's see who are you. Okay, cool. Yeah, so because right now, just to share with you, I'm still work from home, so I got a lot of consult actually do it from home as well. And I'm sure that some of you here already start working, and I received a lot of question actually for the last 2 months actually. People our job. I actually get some news from someone I know here actually. I don't know, whether it's the right time to change job or not. Yeah, due to this uncertainty here, and more importantly, I think right now through a time of uncertainty, sustainability, I would say that is one of the main priority for now. Okay, so let me see some. Okay, hi Norman. Okay, Louis. Hi, Arison. I'm working studying Chinese metaphysics from home. Okay, wow, very good. It's really, really important. Okay, good. Yeah, good to know that. Okay, let's see who is. Okay, welcome. All right. So, and is it a sound cut? Okay, I think some of you here notice there's some sound cut here. I think they're fixing it right now. Yeah, so let's see how they can actually make the sound better. Is it sound better now? Live here, I would like everyone right now, to actually click the share button on your Facebook right now to share this with your friends, right? So they can benefit from the information that you're going to learn. Yeah, you're about to learn in the next 1 hour here. Okay, right? So normally when I do it, I click the share button right now, right? Share with all your friends. Yeah, so bring in more people here, right? So the more interactive and then the more people joining here, I think that one would be good, right? So I think sharing is caring. So thanks. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for sharing. I see a lot of you here actually now is sharing this thing, this FB live here. And this FB live also actually we broadcasted simultaneously to the YouTube channel as well. So I'll say that there are actually more people actually can benefit from this. That's the purpose here. because some of you don't know group. And today I'm going to spend like 1 hours with all of you here talking about a topic about the new normal, right? This is the question that a lot of people ask, right? So will the situation right now actually revert back to the old days or not? Yeah, after this pandemic is over, right? So and then if it's and then more importantly is what are the strategy that we can use to thrive on this uncertain time? I think this is a very, very important question that I get this question every day, right? Because I do consults, So I think that is also some of you here. I didn't manage to talk to you in person, so I think that I'm going to use this time here, 1 hour time here to share with you, what here. Let me see who is joining in. Okay, so I think that all of you here also read the news, almost every day, and then I also you also right now. Yeah, so this one is like this affect a lot of industry, right? If you look at the you heard about like the hospitality industry is one of it that get a big one of the biggest hit. Aviation industry as well, that lays off like thousands of people, and also like entertainment and also school. A lot of people think school life right now in on site, so they have no choice to actually lay off some of we would like to know also, what actually is moving forward. Yeah, because what happened already happened. So, and we see that all of these things actually are transiting right to the next era. Right. I think some of you here that heard about my period 9 talk last time. Yeah, don't you think this is happening right now? Right. So it's actually moving to that trend, right? Because period 9 is coming. So the trend of period 9, you already see clearer and clearer right now. It's more obvious right now. Right. So you need to wait until like 2024. I would say that even right now, you already can see some sign already, and you're not going to stop anytime soon, right? So, and I want that still can thrive, right? So that they still can make a lot of money. They still can actually make a living to some extent, right? So yet I also see some people, they are actually struggling right now, that they don't know actually what they're going to do. So I always see there are two group of people here, so one group is a group, or I say that there's a pattern, right? There's a pattern of success of certain charts, and there also a pattern of failure or someone that is struggling right now, right? So I see all this here, and then I always curious about what do they do, that actually able for them to actually survive, let alone thrive in this situation. So I gather all this information, and then I try to share with you as much as I would like you to actually type the word yes, and then we are good to go. All right. Okay. Yeah, type the word yes right now. Okay, I actually looking at all your comments right now. Okay, hi. Okay, some of you say the condo Wi-Fi is bad. Okay, yeah. Some of you actually this session here will actually are going to be archived in the YouTube and also the Facebook channel as well. Okay, so how do we start this? Yeah, let me first one of all of you here to actually get your barter chart prepared. Yeah, so if you have a barter chart ready, so for some of you are very new here, let me show you the link first. Where you can get your barter chart. Let me just show you the slide. Yeah, this is very important. Okay, so let me share you the screen. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so this is the screen that you're looking at right now. Yeah, this is the URL joeyup.com/bz chart. So this is the one that yeah, you can actually print your bar chart and for our discussion for today. Okay. All right. So you just it's a free, by the way. You can plot as many chart as you want. Okay. So once you already got this, so let's start this. Today we're going to talk about we're going to talk about how do we actually win, yeah, in the new normal. Yeah. So I think that a lot of us here actually, I think even all of you, yeah, actually you learn parts before you learn Shimen, right? You also learn, some of you also learn feng shui, some of you even learn everything, right? See, what are the steps we can take, to move us forward. So let me share with you the whenever you ask me this question, right? How do we plan strategy? How do we actually get times? I also using feng shui, right? So all of these are the tools or the system, yeah, that I accustomed with, that I use to not only help myself but also help my client and my families and my friends as well. So let me right now show you, the first of all, yeah, the Barter chart for 2020, right? Because you want to know, what we're going to do for this pandemic. We want to know the energy, or the trace, what is the okay, I'm sharing. Okay, I think you all you guys can see right now, right? So this is a Barter chart for 2020. So every time we want to know, what are the things we can actually do, So this is a chart I'm looking at, yeah, because this will change annually, right? So if next year want to know about next year, then that's where we're going to look at it, right? So this is the next year chart. So this year we are only like half of the year. So now it's almost June, right? So plus minus half of the year right now. So this chart is still valid, right? So we have to look at the chart here to see what information we can make use of, right? So the Barter chart here, there are two parts, right? One part is want to know, like some people like to do like fortune telling, right? They want to know, what has happened, yeah. But I think the more constructive way here is to know what we can do about it, right? Don't you think it's better? Right, I think all of us here already know what happened, right? Right now we are in a struggling stage, right? All of us are in the economy right now. There's a pandemic. Some people are actually actually make use of it. So how do we actually derive this information from the chart, right? So this is a Barter chart for 2020. So if you look at the configuration here, I'm not talking about something I discussed before, right? Because last time we talked about wealth element and all those things. But I want you to pay attention to one simple thing here. That is let me show you let me just draw something here. So you see that's a red. Yeah, this is a red here, right? Yeah, as I drawn on the screen right now, this is a red here. And then the red always form a destruction. They always form a destruction with a rooster, right? If you learn Barter before, every time you see a red and the rooster, they will actually form a destruction, right? So destruction means what, right? So destruction actually, as you shown on the screen right now, there's a rat, and then that is a you see this right? So this will form a destruction relationship. Yeah. So a lot of people always ask me this question. What is this destruction is all about, right? So this destruction is represent something that already already changed. Yeah, you cannot revert back again. So which means that the destruction just now. Do you realize that the destruction actually happens on the year and the hour, right? So if you look at the hour represent the I would say that the society thinking, and how they perceive the situation. So the moment a destruction happen means destroying the old, you're going to rebuild the new, Yeah, because it's happening in the hour, right? So if you ask the question, yeah, if you ask the question, will we back to where we used to be or not? Right. So which means that the new normal, yeah, will become normal, right? Which means that we need to accept the fact because the destruction happened means that the new things will take over. Yeah, it's very hard for you to actually give a lot of question. Ask me, yeah, will this thing going back to normal? No, I don't think so. Right. So which means that we need to plan ahead, what we can do from there. So in order to do that, right? So I prepared there are three things I'm going to talk about today. Right. Let me just show you what it is. So these are the three things. Topic about winning in a new normal, right? So I'm going to talk about three things, right? And roughly around 1 hour here. It could be more. I don't know yet. Yeah. So these are the things. The paradigm shift. The first one I'm going to talk about, and also how do you actually create strategy to winning in the new world, and then also what is the next big thing? Yeah, they're going to come, right? So are you guys ready? Yeah, are you guys ready right now? Okay. Yeah, so these are the thing here. Okay, some of you, the line is not very good. Okay, I think they're fixing it. Okay, so now once we actually, this is what I'm going to talk about today. All right, so let's start with the first one first. Is about like this. Yeah, what we see in the current situation, yeah, already changed permanently because you think about this, the lockdown actually happens, like in our country, for example, that is long enough to actually train a new behavior to actually to install a new behavior into someone, right? So which means that now we actually had lockdown. The period in especially in my country here is like almost like 3 months already. So which means that people already train a new habit. Yeah, you think about this, right? So even this pandemic is over, probably maybe the next few months, uh, the way, yeah, the company run their business, the way the company actually manage, or the CEO manage the business will be very different, right? If you look at it, one thing here is the budget. Yeah, for the traveling budget, sure will be month, or the last 2 months here. Yeah, they are actually trained a new behavior in travel. So even after this thing will over, yeah, a lot of people, a lot of companies, especially, they're going to actually reduce the traveling budget, right? Because they discover that why you want to spend all this money and wasting all the time, just change, right? They say that nothing all right now, So these are the part that. So for cinema goers, if you are movie goers right now, so which means that uh you because you cannot go for movie, right? A lot of time that we think that we cannot live without going to the cinema, right? But during this pandemic, already trainers, if you want to actually, watch the movie, right? So you actually go to cinema, right? So we actually can actually watch the movie via all here we see the world in a very different way. So therefore, a lot of time you discover that during this current pandemic, during this lockdown, yeah, a lot of new chefs are created. Don't you think so? Right. Then also there will be also a lot of new public speaker are created during this pandemic. Learn some stuff, right? New skill because they still need to make connect to the customer. They still need to actually make a living, right? So they have no choice. They need to actually release some video to educate people, and also talk to the customers. Said they have no choice to do that, right? Right? They don't have the speaking element. So and how do I actually do this, right? So how do I actually learn how to speak? A lot of people make blame their butter chart, for not it's your birthright, right? So the butter chart doesn't really tell you, yeah, whether your chart can speak or not. All people are, no matter what type of butter chart you have, the people that actually make use of this do it and we are not willing to do it. But now we're already knowing that, time over time, yeah, again and again, actually everyone can actually learn how to speak, right? Do you see that that is a huge paradigm shift here? So which means that if you are right now. I know that a lot of people ask me, I cannot be you want to be a consultant, I want to be a speaker, but the chart don't have hurting officer, eating God, right? Yeah, even you don't have hurting God hurting officer in the chart doesn't mean you cannot speak one. Right? So a lot of people make that as an excuse, right? But and after this so-called pandemic, yeah, everyone trying it, right? Now they know, right? Actually, they can do one. So you see a lot of things already changing right now. So why I want to tell this? Because if you, yeah, don't change, right now, then there will be a problem because a lot of people every second right now they're actually making a change. So therefore, yeah, so this is there are some issue with the video. Okay, all right. So let's see how can improve this part. Okay, hold on. Let me see whether they can do something about the. Okay, let's try. Yeah, let's try whether the things you get better or not. So they are fixing something now. So is the line better now? Yeah, I notice a lot of you here actually cannot hear. Is it better now or not? Okay, if it's better now, type the word yes in the comment box. Yeah, we are actually try to fix this issue right now. Okay, so I saw Samantha say yes. So some of you say that, okay, now it's okay. All right, good. So it's better now. So now I'm not sure whether I should repeat this again, but now yeah, I think we should just continue. Yeah, I just asked someone to actually see what they can do. I think probably they just restart something. Hopefully things are going well right now. Okay, all right. So you're being tortured for like 15 minutes. Yeah, for all this bad audio. Yeah, I'm glad that the things are fine right now. Yes, I see a lot of uh, a lot of people, and yeah, I think the line is breaking up again. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Just give me a sec here. Yeah, see, I try to look at what we can actually. Just give me a second. So let's see what we can do this part. Okay, so I just received some message from them. Okay, so let's see whether now is it better now or not. Yeah, I think just now is a bit okay. Now I hope they fix it. Yeah, they told me that try now, so I need to try now. So is it okay? Testing one is still a bit of issue. Can I do here? Okay, cool. So what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about the second part here is about how do you actually create a winning strategy for this new norm. Yeah, I think the line is freeze again. Yeah, I can see a lot of comment here. Also, okay, hold on. Let me see what I can. Okay, so I think that is it better now? Yeah, so let's see how, right? So if it's still not working out, then I think we shall reschedule this again. Yeah, because I think a lot of you here actually, even my screen here right now, I see some intermittent delay. So and I shall actually look at it. Okay, let's do right now. Instead of actually continue, so why not? Yeah, we do a FAQ right now, right? So if you have question about parter, right? You have question about achievement or anything, so you are typing here, I think that is better because it's not the video. I think it will not affect the speed so much. So why not we change a little bit here instead of me? Don't worry, I'm going to talk about this again. Yeah, I'm going to find a time whenever it's not freezing. But can we actually do some Q&A right now? So probably that one will be better. So okay, all right. So let me answer some question here. Okay, so I have a rooster log pillar. What does that mean? Yeah, rooster log pillar doesn't mean anything, right? Until you know what is this rooster in relation to you, right? So, for example, you need to actually know, what is your day master is. Okay, all right. So let's Okay, hold on. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. So let me just, maybe I just, hold on, give me 1 minute. Yeah. So I want to do something drastic here. Okay, Rina called my strongest element is fire and running Earth luck in the next 10 years. Which sector of company I should focus on for company research? Because this your business here is a constant changes, so I would say that it will be better tools for you to use a achievement forecasting to answer that question, right? Because BaZi will be more on your personal potential, and then your personal luck, right? If you want to ask a specific things to focus on, because you see this our industry change constantly, sometimes not even 1 year already, so many changes happening, right? So if you use the 10 years to time on industry, yeah, it might not be a very suitable tools to do that, right? Because like you see this pandemic, right, just within few months it changed. It's always suitable, more suitable if you use a achievement forecasting chart. Okay. Yeah, I'll be there, yeah, because tomorrow, for the next 3 days, in fact, that Tato Joy going to be teaching you how to use Shimon, yeah, during this time of crisis, right? Yes, I'll be there. I'll be helping out as well. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see. What if you outlive your luck pillar? What luck cycle are you experiencing? Yeah. So I would say that you don't actually outlive the luck pillar. Yeah, because the reason is we kept onto like a specific luck pillar blocks here because we print it on the A4 chart. We don't have enough space, right? So actually, you can actually extend the luck pillar, for the next one, for the next 10 luck pillar even, right? You just move forward or move backward only. Okay. Yeah, I think the line is it better now? The line, I don't see any lag right now, so let's continue. I think okay. So this question from Lin Sing, luck pillar, is it possible to calculate, means determine which opportunity, and then what type of direction or strategy you can use, to actually move you forward, right? So I would say that the best way of using the luck pillar is not to time when is the best one, right? So the best way to actually use the luck pillar is you decide, that to make the best of every luck pillar, right? Because sometimes if you are eyeing for the best, right, sometimes the best is only happens the moment you reach like 80 years old, right? Probably is not very practical. Yeah, I know that there are people use this strategy. They ask you to wait, right? But I will say that my style here is I want to make sure every single luck pillar I'm going through, I want to make best of it, right? So I think that way will be more practical. You think about this, our productive year actually is from like 20 to 60s or maybe 70s, right? So this is a time here. So I would say that regardless what type of luck pillar you're going through, yeah, the reason you learn BaZi is to learn how do you make every luck pillar, the 10 years, the best year ever or the best luck pillar ever for you, right? So I'll say that you look at the chart and look at the luck pillar and then you study it. So no need to time when is the best. You make sure every luck pillar also the best pillar. Okay. All right. Okay. So this question from Ng Kai Yen. Will the judge in my upcoming luck pillar, may I know what to prepare and make use of this special luck pillar? Okay. I would say the judge pillar is a good pillar to start with. right? So because 价值 is the first pillar of among the 60 pillars. So and since it's the first pillar, this pillar have a essence of how to become a leader, right? So how do you become a leader? First of all, by actually accepting responsibility. Because you see a lot of time that the moment, maybe if you work for a company, right, then if your boss asks you to do something new, maybe beyond your work scope, what you need to do, you say yes, right? Because charter is the best time, where you can develop your leadership skill, and you could be rise to the top during this time, right? So it's a great career pillar. Okay, and also, yeah, 价值 also a pillar about peach blossom as well, right? So which means that this is a time that you actually have a lot of opportunity to actually create a lot of meaningful network. Okay, so if I were you, I going to actually focus on how can I become a better leader, right? A better leader. The first thing, I think, the first characteristic that a leader is their accept responsibility, right? I think the first step is take responsibility of your own life first, right? How do you do that, right? So I think a lot of time people actually blame their partner chart, right? They say, okay, my chart have a lot of earth element, yeah, therefore I'm lazy. Yeah, that one is the moment someone that actually say that, okay, I know that my partner chart have this issue, but I'm going to change it, right? Because I responsible for my own life. Yeah, that is what I call responsibility. Okay, so do that. So I like the 价值 pillar. Okay, things are when will be smoother. Yeah, because 价值 is still a resource pillar. Okay, Serene Ng is, is a okay, all right. So dear Arison, my day master is fire and have a DE in the month and the year pillar. Chart about philosophy and all those things. So if you have a D in the month and year, because D also represent, an area you could be overlooked. So which means that whenever you have it in the month and the year is something to do with external, right? So which means that sometime you must actually focusing on truly understand, what you need to do. Yeah, it could be in your work. So DE sometimes means like this, you think this is what your boss need, but that actually is what he want is actually opposite. So I want you to understand your job scope clearly, or whatever you need to do, so you can perform better in your job if you have it the D in the month or the year. I got the same lock pillar as the woman. Judge a pillar is about saying yes, yeah, accept responsibility. Okay, all right. I think occasionally is still lag, right? Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's play along. Okay, this question from Ben. All 10 profiles shown in my parser. Yeah, does it mean anything? Yeah, so everyone chart will have 10 profiles. If you have zero, means that that one you lack of certain affinity with that ability. Yeah, that's all. But sometimes, that zero ability might actually, I would say, that fill up the moment you're going through that missing ability luck pillar. Okay. Okay, so this Violet. Hi, Iverson. How do you identify the focus line in the hexagram? So this is a Yijing question here. So and how do you actually identify? By actually you select, if you're using, depends on what type of method you derive the hexagram. So if you're using the cards to uh, cast the hexagram, then so the 64 hexagram, and then there are also six cards that actually contains the focus line from 1 to 6. All you need to do just to shuffle the Fu Yin. Yeah, Fu Yin is a terminology that we use in BaZi whenever you see back the same element again, right? So if you're, let's say you have your, you mentioned here is the day pillar is full yin. So which means that next year is a sin chou, right? It's a sin matter sitting on the ox. So which means that your day master also is a sin matter sitting on the ox. So the moment you see to get emotional, yeah, during that time. Yeah. So if you ask me, like, if you want to predict something, then I'll predict that, next year will be more emotional, and then more sensitive, and more fragile. Yeah, that's the thing here. But you ask me, like, how can I make it better? Right? Every time you see a full yin means that basically you seeing back yourself. Yeah, and it's like, you discover that a lot of things you want to do and you haven't done it yet. Yeah, so normally during the full yin year, it's a time you find back yourself, and then you be more honest with yourself, and therefore, you might take some action. Right, I see a lot of people that going through a full yin year. Some of I'll say a lot of them that make some life changing decision, such as like they change their job, or they change their job from an employee to become an employer. So there, or something that they want to do before they haven't have the guts to do it. And if the moment they actually reach to the full in year, finally they say, I had it enough already. Yeah, so I'm going to take action right now. Yeah, that's how this full in work, because it's like they're seeing back themselves. They ask themselves, what are you doing? Right, you keep talking about stuff you haven't say that, yeah, it's not a bad thing, right? If you know how to use the Fuyin. Okay, let me browse through all the question here. And then some of you just want to select questions only, right? Okay, Bonnie, how to see when we can meet our partner using Bazi? Okay, I would say that there are several ways. One way is you look at the officer star. Yeah, so for female, you look for officer star on that year, that time that you can actually meet your potential partner, right? So, or it could be a time that where the year actually combined with your year pillar. That's also another indicator. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I answer your question. Let's see here. Okay, so let me read out this question here first. What to take note in a career if there's a crash uh, in the heavenly stem, earthly branch in the month pillar? Okay, so if there's a clash on top and the bottom, means that there's a drastic change. Right? So the drastic change, yeah, I didn't see your chart, so I give you a generic reading here. So every time you see totally new department, so this is what it means. Yeah, because top and bottom clash means it's a very drastic change. Okay, all right. So let's me browse through here. Okay, I think the line is better now. So, and I was saying, may I know what is the difference between a death and emptiness in the month and the hour pillar in your chart? Yeah, is in your chart means that is represent your character okay. So compared to if you discover that you might meet people that teach you about spirituality. You might meet some gurus, or some spiritual gurus, and that for or a certain event that happened that actually DE love pillar. It could be a time that suddenly they discovered that they suddenly lost their passion about their work. That really wanted or not, right? So what is the long-term goal? What are the fulfillment? What are the true passion? Yeah, this person really need. If you go through DE, yeah, you have this kind of feeling, yeah, coming up if you're in the love pillar. Okay, let me just. Okay, I know some of you here actually. The I read some of your comments stated that the line is still lagging. Okay, yeah, we do our best here, right? We make use because I want to actually see what can I do here. Yeah, I think the best way I can do right now, because the team here already tried the best I could. I would say that, since all of you here already take your time to actually coming through here, so might as well, since the line is not so good, we do some Q&A, and then probably next time after they fix this, then we do the actual content. Okay, all right. Okay, this question from Hui Hun Po. If someone day pillar is a fun in someone day pillar to my chart is a clash with you, it just means that they have a total different opinion uh, from you about their perspective about life or about everything. right? Different idea, yeah, different is something that our own doing, right? We need to take care ourselves. It's not because someone that chart is clash with you suddenly becomes sick. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, Quinilo, what does it mean when we have a two earth luck element in the earth element? These are the time that maybe, you might um, see when is this happening, right? If this happening in your element actually happens in your early age, like during your 20s or 30s, then you might actually need to actually remind yourself, you cannot, you must break through this, yeah, because every time you go through a earth element normally represent very slow, or lack of drive, or seek for security, and if that's the time you still want to make more money, yeah, you need to aware of this, and then Rooster going to have a DE with Rabbit Clash in the lock pillar. Yeah, this is a statement. I'm not sure what you're asking here. Yeah, but if you have a lot of if you are yin metal, we have a clash in the with the rabbit in the lock pillar. Because if you're yin metal, the wood element is represent your wealth, right? So every time you go through a wealth clash, represent the exchange of ownership, and it's probably you're going to actually change your job during that time. Yeah, because earth element is the element that you control. Okay, let me browse through more question here. Okay, this question from Serene. Rob wealth in my luck pillar. Does it mean I have financial issue? Does it whether you make more money? It could be you also can. It's also possible for you to make more money one, right? So which means loss of wealth. Okay, Lin Sheng, four peach blossom in the natal chart. Is it a good sign or a bad sign? Yeah, thank you. Okay, all right. So peach blossom represent likability, right? So if it depends on what you do, lah, right? So if you are someone that you are the one that do the moment you so you don't want to give wrong signal to other people. Okay, all right. So let's see here. I'm Okay, Lena, how when looking at the five structures and the two lowest are wood and fire, how do you increase those elements? Okay, first of all, we don't increase the element, yeah, for the sake because is weak element, right? So that is not how we use a bar chart, right? That prevent you from achieving that goal or not, right? If that happened to be wood or right? So if your day master, let's say, are fire, then the wood represent resource, and then your fire represent your friends, right? So to answer the question here, you need to know your day master, right? So then only you know what a relationship the wood and the fire means to you. Yeah, but that one is the second step. The first step here is, are you trying to achieve something, and these are the element, the weak element is the one that preventing you or not. If it's yes, then only you proceed to step two to do something about it. If it's no, then it's nothing. Okay, so just for example like this, let's say you discover someone chart that cannot sing really well, right? So is it a problem or not? So it's only a problem if you want to become a singer, right? Then only you focus on increasing that element, right? So let's say now you're not interested, you're not aspire to become a singer. You just want to become a accountant, right? So that element is 更胜. How does it mean we have personality clash? See life be very different. It's not necessarily a problem. Yeah, sometimes opposite attracts. Okay, so don't need to worry about that. Will be lagging as well. Yeah, so I cannot promise you that because some of you ask, is it the replay be better? I'm not sure yet until we see it later on. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Wow, so many questions popping up here. Okay, Martin. Hi, Iverson. If there's a countering mean that careful internal thoughts when I go through metal and wood here. Okay, so this one, if you look at the pillar itself, the moment there's a countering, is you need to worry about that, because that one just represent that pillar, the is like a wealth pillar. Yeah, wealth pillar is the metal on top, the wood below. So referring to right now, thinking you might change your goals post frequently. What you today you want to do this, and then tomorrow want to do something else. Yeah, only is happen in your hour pillar. Then yes, the internal thought might be fluctuates. Okay, all right. Yeah, so and let's see, so many questions coming in. Okay, Danny, what should I do to ensure my career be stable? Okay, there are two things here. One thing, you must become indispensable in your company, and then one thing, you must learn how to manage your boss. Yeah, these two things must be do at the same time, and you must be good at it, right? So continue to harness on it. That's the first part. The second part here, you learn how to manage your boss, right? Secretly plot your boss that is there's the usage of the Barter chart. Okay, all right. So let's see here. I'm reading your okay, let's see what is this question here. Ming Sun Yong. Hi, Everson. What it means that if the both heavenly branch and earthly stem are yin earth in that resource connected to learning. Okay, I think a lot of you here have a lot of Barter question, right? Yes, a Barter is a very good tool for self-improvement, right? So and then I think a lot of you here, I realize that 95% of you here actually asking a Barter question, right? Okay, so I have something to actually share with you because a lot of people ask about this thing about the period. All every day people asking about this, so I would like to take some time here to actually first here have the opportunity to live in the upcoming 2 to 3 years, right? But if let's say right now you're only 10 years old, right? The change doesn't actually make a lot of difference to you, right? Because you're still studying, right? So yeah, even you change, so what, cannot, right? So that's why I say that not a lot of people have the privilege to live in a time where they can do something about it during every a reset or reboot of energy, right? So it's a great time, to actually change the course of our destiny. Yeah, that is what it means here. So I'm going to actually share with you on this there because I have one online training here that if you are interested, I'm going to do this on July, right? July the 4th and 5th of July. Yeah, let me share with you on this part here. All right. So this is the one, because I know some of you are asking on this, right? So this is the one that the date here, 4th to 5th of July. Yeah, and then I'm going to do this online, right? So if you're interested, interested to do this, yeah, let me just share with you, what is the content. Yeah, I'm going to actually teach in this program here, right? Because I think these are the five things I think is equally important. Yeah, for period 9, how do you get prepared for this, right? So these are the five things here. So what are this? This I'll say the first one here. I think we would like to know, what is our career and business in period 9, because in every period the trend will be changing, right? If you look at period 9 is where the women will rise for power. Yeah, one of it, right? You discover that a lot of women actually hold a very high position in a company. That's one of it. Yeah, not everything, but that's one of the sign of a period 9, right? So therefore a powerful career and business trend in period 9 we need to know, because therefore we can decide, which path we need to go, right? And then the second part here, we're also talking about Bazi in period 9, because every time the period shift, our Bazi also react differently Yeah, so some of the Bazi will become more superior, and then some Bazi will actually they have extra power. So that's something that we would like to know, so we know how to re-strategize ourselves. And then the third part here also, I think a lot of you here also know that in feng shui we change a lot in period 9, the way we practice feng shui. in period 8 and period 9 will be changing, right? So we want to know whether our house that we are living right now, is it supporting us or suppressing us? Yeah, that's very important. And also the fourth one here, I'm talking about our investment. Yeah, winning investment for period 9. What type of investment what to do? And more importantly, the fifth one here is about happiness and fulfillment in period 9. Okay, so how do you actually achieve happiness in period 9? Yeah, so if you are interested on this, yeah, this would be each of it, I would say that is 197 USD. Depends on what is your favorite. Yeah, what is your preference here? Okay, so it could be power and career. One of you, maybe you want to know about more on feng shui. So, and some of you want to interested more in investment, right? So what we do here is, instead of me, teaching each of these modules separately, I want to combine everything as one program, right? That's what I'm going to do. So instead of actually actually signing up for 985 US dollar, what we'll do here is, if you enroll this period 9 program here, so everything here, instead of 985, we're going to lump everything by just 297, right? So I would say this is the program, yeah, and the deal we're able to share with you, yeah, for today, right? So if you are interested, so in this year, period 9, yeah, we're going to add additional content here. As you can see from the screen, is health for period 9. Right, so that one is not for sale, yeah, but we added in, yeah, because we believe that the health is also very, very important. Okay, so if you are interested on this, yeah, the enrollment is open right now for the price of 297, and these are the date. Yeah, if you want 4 and 5th of July, yeah, it's via online. And bear in mind that a lot of people already signing up. So, and we also restrict the number of signing up, because we want to actually give more attention to our student. So there's not much seats left. If you're interested, yeah, this would be the time to secure your seat. Yeah, because I'm not sure we're going to do this online again. Yeah, but this time we'll do it, right, due to this pandemic, right? So not a lot of people are able to go out. So we're going to do this via online, so you can learn this knowledge, and then you're able to use it for the next 20 years. And not only for you, but for your family as well. Okay, so, and if you are interested on this, right, so for the first 20%, right, who are interested to actually join me for this period 9, the Rise of Phoenix program. So for the first 20 sign up today, yeah, you're going to get this. Yeah, you're going to get something new, extra. Yeah, this is something extra for you. So let me show you what you're going to get. Yeah, this is something I haven't done before. And I want to actually share with you one more extra thing here. It's called Rock Wealth Specialist, right? I believe that a lot of you here actually, want to know, how do you make use of Rock Wealth? A lot of people worry about the word Rock Wealth, right? They keep thinking about Rock Wealth represent losing money, so, but that's what all people used to think, right? Do you realize that as because I actually see so many people chart, some of the people, they know how to use the Rock Wealth effectively, right? So therefore, I haven't teach this before. I'm going to put this as a bonus online training, and what I call a Rock Wealth Specialist. Yeah, if you're interested to join us on this period 9, and if you are already joining us, or already signing up, maybe the last week or the last 1 month, you also get this bonus as well. Don't worry. Okay, so if some of you haven't joined, this is a perfect time to do this. And then this is the link, right? So as you can see on the screen right now, is https /bit.ly and /period 9 now. Okay, so just go to this link, and then you can actually secure the bonus as well. Yeah, the Rock Wealth Specialist. So, and when you click on the link, I think a lot of you here actually want to actually pay by credit card. What you need to do is just you need to click on the PayPal link, right? Because the form here, it doesn't stated that there's a credit card or button. But when you click inside the PayPal link, there's another option for you to pay via credit card and debit card. All right. So if you're interested, go to this link here, and then you can join me and the rest of the student. Yeah, learn how to thrive in period 9. Yeah, because a lot of time here is not just about winning the battles in life, right? Because if you try to win every battles in life, one thing will happen. right, we will get tired, right? We need to choose which battle to fight for. So eventually you're going to win the war. So period 9 is the war, right? Ultimately, because this is 20 years of prosperity. So you want to know what are the strategy or the way to actually create opportunity, happiness, and prosperity in period 9. Okay, so here's the link. Yeah, click on it, and I shall see you again in 4th and 5th of July, 2020. Okay, so today I think today the line is a bit off. Yeah, but anyway, I actually appreciate all your patience, and you're still staying with me. Yeah, until the end. Yeah, thanks for the support, right? So I know that is it can be a bit frustrating, because the line keep intermittent. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's hang, but you stay here anyhow. Yeah, I appreciate that. So and then yeah, I'll try my best to actually ask them to actually fix this, and then we probably do another one, another sharing about the new normal, right? Okay, all right. So thank you. Yeah, thank you for your time. Yeah, for this tonight. So I hope to see you guys again in any of our Facebook live event or live event. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed. I'm going to see you guys around. Thank you.